But speaking of superstars,
Wait,
Logan
actually, now
Paul
I
is
have
a.
a point.
Keep going. Go,
What
go,
we
go.
discussed, since we discussed Sasha. What does this mean for Naomi if they were to separate from one another? Because now people got used to identifying them with each other because they've been seen everywhere with each other for the most part. They've been making business moves with each other. Do you think that Naomi follows suit? Do you think she just comes back and does a little run and then retires and has some kids or something? Like, where's her path in all of this? I don't. She's been kind of low key about her next moves.
Bloodline. I think that if Sasha and Naomi break up, I think that it would be a perfect time. You know, even if they do like a little 2-month feud, it would be a perfect time for Naomi to turn heel and join the bloodline and be on some you've made me, step out of a company that I didn't even be in. You made me separate myself from my family and I'm not about that. And then they could have a little, 2-month feud. It can culminate, that can lead her to winning the Royal Rumble and go, face Trisha Mania probably. But I think that Naomi can definitely, I mean, like, it's obviously that's up in the air, but I feel like Naomi, regardless of if she's with Sasha or not, is a star. And I think that she'll be fine either way because she has so many avenues in which she can go to add value to herself and her career. And to be honest, we haven't seen a heel Naomi in a very long time. And I feel like that would be something that would be great for her career. And the bloodline is just the best thing going today. You have the Usos, who are the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. You have Roman Reigns, who hasn't been pinned in over 1,000 days. You have Solo, who's stepping into his own. You have Sammy, who's the most entertaining character. And I feel like if you put Naomi around that, she can do damage and can add more gold to the bloodline. Because, like, what other championship can they add right now? You know what I mean? So I can see Naomi joining the bloodline if Sasha and Naomi were to separate. What about you?
Do you see her going anywhere else though? Like,
Nah, nah. I don't see Naomi going anywhere else as far as like a wrestling company. I don't know. I've never heard Naomi kind of discuss her career goals outside of WWE. And that's totally fine. Some people are just WWE people. Like, some people have their bucket list. They want to do X, Y, and Z here, and then they could be good. So, but as far as like Naomi leaving WWE for another wrestling company, I don't see it. Not when you have all these people in WWE that like your husband's there, like your family's there, right? Like, if there's any place that you would want to make a statement, it's in the place where you have the most connections. So I don't see her leaving. Um, but yeah, that's just my opinion. What about yourself? Do you see her leaving?
there is so much for her to do and for her to accomplish, but I wonder, like, with the crop of women that they have left with, like, can Naomi be the star that she should be? Because I mean, they kind of done somewhat of a piss poor job building some of the women. I tried my hardest to pay attention to some of the females um down in NXT, and outside some people like, Mandy Rose. I mean, Nikita's okay. I'm not as big of a fan of her, but I mean, I see that they're trying to, do something with her, and I could definitely see them pitting her against Naomi at some point. I don't feel like there's enough like stars down there or over
Mm,
at WWE to help make Naomi into the star that she can be. I could see her being catapulted with the bloodline, but it's just like, what do you do when you're done with that? So I could see her doing that, but I could actually see her finishing off there. And if Sasha is allowed to have a little world tour and jump around, I wonder if they would give Naomi that same privilege. Because, I mean,
mm,
a lot of the things that we see Naomi doing, modeling and stuff similar to that nature, she's been doing stuff that we haven't just seen her do as often. And that's, because I guess Sasha has been helping her. It's just like, if I'm gonna eat, then girl, you're gonna eat too, and you have it in you. You have that it factor. Come take this ride with me. I would wonder like what kind of conversation those two converse upon. When no one's there, because she's such a low key person. I wonder if if anything rubbed off from Sasha that might have made her inspired to try different avenues other than WWE. So I could actually see her maybe not doing the Josie form of wrestling, but I could definitely see her popping up in AEW. And I feel
Hmm.
like they would immediately try to do something with Jade or Britt, to be
Ooh.
honest. Because like
Trinity
heel
and Jade
Naomi,
though. Trinity and
yeah,
Jade. I like
yeah,
that.
you
I
see it.
like that.
That's money. That's money right there. I
That
mean,
is.
Paige and Naomi had one of the greatest freaking feuds. Back when Paige had her old face, bro, heel Naomi ate Paige up on the mic. I gotta find that promo for you. Maybe you could insert into the show or not. But she ate her the up on the mic, bro. Like that could write itself. They could revisit that because
Mm,
Naomi ate her up on the fact that she just showed up here and basically took the belt. You know, she didn't have to work for anything the way that she had to work for things. She could really run that whole thing back in AEW. And then I mean
right.
Britt, listen, I've been slandering her for all these weeks, but she's good. She's good. She's good at what she does on the mic. I could definitely see her just if because Naomi's such a star. See, the difference between Paige and Britt is that this is gonna give Britt a good rub. But I feel like if they do Naomi versus Jade, Naomi versus Paige, Naomi versus Britt, they're both getting a rub out of this
Hmm.
because Naomi comes in with that star power. That's just all I want for her. I want her to come wherever she leaves from, wherever company that she goes to or she leaves from. I want her to just feel like that star that all of the fans see her as. And I
Mm,
feel like she could get that full on experience in AEW as opposed to WWE. Not because she doesn't have it in WWE, but because they have not, with the 5 6 months she's been gone, done a good job with building up the females to have
right.
people ready for her when she comes back. So
Absolutely.
that's just how I feel about it.
I feel you on that. I didn't have anything else to say because I actually I didn't see Naomi in other places outside of WWE, but you just made me a believer. But
I do that
moving on.
sometimes.
But
Mm.
hey yo. But moving on.